Hello, everyone. We are here to tell you another one of our D&D stories. This one was absolute garbage because I DM'd it. No, it wasn't that bad.
That's such a happy thought.
No. He's right. It
No.
was absolute trash. We hated it, and he was proved to be the worst DM of us all. Like,
Actually, quite the opposite. This was the best story ever told. George R. R. Martin read this and then thought of the idea for Game of Thrones.
I mean, if you read this and thought of Game of Thrones, I would. The end of season 6. I can see where he got that from.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Aha.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, so this little adventure that we did was called Forming Alcrest. So this started off with our two players here. Who are you guys playing? Introduce yourselves. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh yeah, we haven't even done
Well,
that.
I'm Cody, and I was playing my dwarf warrior, Therodin.
Hey, I'm James, and I didn't forget my name this time, and I was playing my inevitable warrior, Benjynx.
I'm Matt, and I was playing God in this map. I was playing
That's pretty meta, man.
the Dungeon Master, and not one of my wonderful characters. So Therodin and Benjynx, the two warrior bros.
Not even bros.
No,
No,
not really.
they didn't even like each other really.
No, not really.
They get a request from a lord, Lord Alcrest, who was looking to develop a town named Alcrest. He's a selfish bastard. And he needed their help to kind of solve a few of the problems that they were encountering while this town was sort of developing. So you guys got that letter. What happened next?
Yeah. We set off from the encampment, our base of operations.
My ex-base of operations, by the way.
Yeah.
No longer affiliated with those bastards.
Yeah, fuck
Good.
those guys.
Good. That's all I have to say. We set off, and on our short little journey to Alcrest, we encountered some zombies, beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, it's pretty standard, just encounter.
It's pretty
Yeah.
rad.
And, then we got to Alcrest. We were greeted with great hostility.
Hospitality.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hospitality, that word.
Hospital.
Yeah, almost like forgetting your own name or something.
I know, right? It's crazy. By the way, this is right after we just recorded one previously. And yeah, this is right after.
James forgot his name because he's a fucking fool.
Yes, actually. I'd like you to remember that.
We got to this town, and we were invited inside the manor of the Lord, who gave us some food, some wine, and that was amazing for my dwarf. Oh my god, did he enjoy that.
Yeah, too bad I can't eat,
'Cause
smell, or drink, because I'm just a soul trapped in a suit of armor.
To explain this town a little bit, this town of Alcrest, it was half built. Like, they didn't have any walls or anything. A lot of the buildings were still in the process of being put up. It was very, very new, still being formed, essentially.
Yup.
So they went to the mayor, who told them to go to the woodsmen, the loggers, essentially, of the town, chopping down some wood to help build, the church, and also the builders. 3 different kind of mini side quests throughout this map. The order was completely up to them. And what did you guys do next?
I believe we rested up and continued eating and drinking.
You rested up.
Yeah.
You did.
And then we set off for the woodsman.
Yep,
Deal
that
with
one
that
first.
We went over there, and they described a upright bear creature that was wandering through the woods and preventing them from doing work.
Yeah, they gave a little bit of information on what this creature was doing, not what it was. They just basically all of them said that they ran from it when they saw like some weird upright bear, which I really should have made Sasquatch in hindsight.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
if you're thinking it's like Sasquatch, spoiler
there's
alert.
no Sam Squanch in here.
There's not. So they were saying that this thing was clear cutting trees. Just like it looks like in 1 or 2 swings, just chopping down trees or just knocking them down, something. So you guys set off into the forest.
Yeah, apparently seeking death.
Yeah.
No, seeking adventure, Cody. God. Jesus.
Paylor?
Palor.
Okay.
Best god, actually, by the way. You should all sign up for the Church of Palor right now. Just saying. Offers limited.
Stop that.
No.
Okay. So we venture into the woods, and we start looking around for this creature. We had no idea specifically what we were looking for, other than something that could cleave us in half with ease.
I mean, it's a pretty good description.
Yeah.
So we came across the area which there were many trees cleaved in half, and decided, this is where we should look. And lo and behold, we eventually find what we were looking for, which is a orc wearing a bear pelt with a massive two-handed axe. Did we just immediately try killing the thing?
I did.
Yeah, I believe that's how it started.
Yeah.
We just charged the thing, and it bashed us around a little bit.
Attack first, think never.
Yeah.
It's really...
That's Benjynx's motto.
Yep.
It's James's motto.
Really.
Like, if you gave me a gun and said one of these people are innocent, the other one's not, shoot, and you got one bullet, decide, I'd just shoot first. And then I'd be like, did I get the right one? No? Well, you should have left me to decide.
That was a very great comparison.
Yeah.
So you guys charged in at this, not bear, it's an orc.
Yeah.
It's an orc. This fight didn't go too well for the party.
Nope.
This orc was kind of just beating them back, dealing some pretty hefty damage with its axe. I mean, if it can chop trees down with absolute ease.
And, it could chop us.
This fight actually came to the point where they tried to communicate with it, seeing it was an orc and not some bear creature.
Yeah, nah. I think it was me who came up with the idea going, hey, wait, couldn't this guy just chop down the trees for the people?
That was you, surprisingly.
Yeah, I know. I'm shocked at myself.
So this orc, the backstory of him is that his name is Og, and he lives to cut down trees. That's it. That's his sole purpose in the world of D&D, is to cut trees.
Pretty successful life, actually. I mean, he's got his life goals down.
And you know what? He's good at it.
Yeah, so just do it.
So after he kind of shit-kicked the party for a round or two, they kind of were like, whoa, like, do you want a job? And he's like, Og cut tree? And they're like, yeah. So you essentially recruited him to this little town.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's probably a good thing for a developing town, to have an orc that can just one-hit trees. You know?
It's an enchanted axe, but we don't really know. Probably not.
No, he was really strong.
I mean, he probably had at least 20, a plus 20 roll mod if he was an actual player.
Yes. Yeah. But, yeah.
So we went back to town, and we had our next missions lined up for us. I decided to rest because I had the shit kicked out of me more than James did.
Yeah, you were tanking that fight.
Yeah. That's my warrior is more of a tank, while his is more of a melee fighter, like DPS.
Full fury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I needed to rest after that. I sent him off on his own to complete this next little part.
Yeah. Which I'm going to give you listeners a little backstory on Benjynx here. That is a little Easter egg.
Yeah, if you remember the name.
If you remember her name, it should be out by the time this gets out. Hopefully, the editing isn't killing me by this time around. But remember my little swordsman from the Lord of the Rings campaign? Yeah, this is him, but his soul in the suit of armor. That's a backstory for another day, because I'm not going through that.
Yes.
Fuck that. But so I had to go send basically this tribute to some shrine in a mountain.
Yes, as Benjynx would put it, some tribute to some shrine. But as the church put it, because that is where you went for the second little mission, it was a pantheistic church, and they wanted to send you to give an offering to a mountain god.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So you take this little urn.
Yep.
It had some gold in it, stuff like that.
I'm still shocked I didn't take the gold.
Me too.
I was really shocked I didn't take it.
and you set out from the town through the woods, which are now safe because Og has been contained.
Yep. Og is now a calm beast.
He's a calm orc that likes to cut trees, and you got to a little bit of a lake which had some like pillory kind of things.
Had a little jumping to pillar puzzle sort of deal. No, my rolls suck. So I fell in automatically, but luckily for me, with just being a soul in a suit of armor, with not breathing, I had no problem. But there was the squid monster at the bottom of this lake that wasn't having my company. You know, it was like, hey, I'm in the middle of dinner and watching reruns of Seinfeld right now. I don't want you around.
So you didn't have a problem, but you had a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I had a single problem on this whole endeavor. Because it gets to a point where the squid thing has his tentacle thing wrapped around my leg. And I'm like...
He was just trying to drag you in so you could watch reruns of Seinfeld with him.
Pretty much.
That's all that was.
It was pretty much death, you know. But, so I had this one sword before, you know, I recently got rid of it. That had +2 lightning and +2 fire thing to it.
Which, in our system, is quite good.
This is pretty good. It's pretty good. So, essentially, since I was underwater... All I had to do was take a massive amount of damage, considering I'm all metal, hit it once, roll for the effect to go off, and then it just fucked off.
Yeah, he essentially smashed this squid creature with immense amounts of lightning damage, and it decided it was going to watch Seinfeld reruns all alone.
Yep.
It retreated into its little squid cave.
I broke its little heart.
You did. So there was the first way that you absolutely fucked me over by like what you had on you, and the fact that you were an inevitable and just walked across the bottom of the lake.
Yep, I'm like, I'm not gonna do the jumping. I'm just gonna walk to the other side.
So challenge 1 avoided.
Challenge 1 avoided.
And here comes how challenge 2 got avoided.
So he gets out on the other side. Benjynx gets out on the other side of this lake, and he sees this little path going up the mountain to the shrine. So he walks on up, and he hears some buzzing.
I mean, what the hell were they called again?
Stringe.
Stringes.
They're giant mosquitoes, essentially.
Yeah, but guess what? I don't have that. Stringes love. I want blood. So they just kind of continued on, and I'm like, okay, I put it down, and I walk my ass back to town with nothing.
Not a scratch.
Not a scratch. And I'm looking like I don't know what comparison I can make right now. The references in my head are all gone.
Here's a lesson to DMs out there. If you have something planned and people have the right gear, the right tactic, anything like that.
And the right race, apparently.
The right race, apparently, yeah. To avoid your little puzzles and your traps and your creatures, don't change it to just fuck with them, you know?
Yeah, no, I had it done once, and it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
I mean, if they have the things to solve your problems, then they solve your problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't create newer problems.
You can tell, too, when a DM does that. You're like, you're just doing this to fuck with me, right?
Be a cunt.
Like with the previous DM that we discussed about.
All
the time. Like when he, like, okay, so my Benjynx here is pretty speedy. He's probably the fastest person out of everyone that's in his level range right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Basically, I went to swing at a guy. This was in, like, a low-level map, probably, like, level 10 to 15. And the only person I had was, like, 20, and this was Benjynx.
Yeah, to put this in comparison, that's, like, that's, like, middle-low range in our system.
Yeah. So, basically, this bandit, who was meant for, like, an easy map, dodged the swing of an 18 when I rolled an 18. And I'm like, what?
Just to fuck with you, too, because you were doing really well up to that point.
Yeah, because it was like, for some reason, the DM had to go, I have to keep up with his speed.
So, yeah, he just he restatted
his enemy right on the spot.
Yeah, that's not cool. No. I mean, DMs do what you want, but your players are going to notice stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, back to the story.
Yeah. So you went back to town.
Yep, all triumphant and whatnot.
And you kind of recovered from resting at this point.
Yeah, so we met up, and with his job done, and I'm finally recovered from the injuries I sustained, we decided to tackle the final problem. We went over and we spoke with the builders, and they told us they had some creatures digging holes into some of the houses they had built in like the basements, and essentially making the land over in that area of the town unstable and useless to them.
Destroying the man caves of any men.
Yeah.
In those houses.
And that is just unacceptable. So we had to solve this problem.
You are triggering so many people right now.
That's fine.
The human caves.
Human caves.
Human caves.
Human caves.
Why does it
Thank
only
you
have to
very
be
much.
humans?
Yeah.
Why can't it be a dwarf cave?
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Anyway,
God damn it. Shut up, Tumblr.
we go over to that side of the town, and we go in a couple houses looking for like some evidence of these creatures, and then we finally go into one, and we find a tunnel that one had dug into this old lady's basement.
Yep.
So of course we just walk in it and just straight ahead.
Yeah, just walk into the tunnel.
Yeah.
Nothing bad can be in there.
Absolutely.
No, of course not.
So we walk down this tunnel, and it goes for a little ways, and it starts getting dark. I pull up my lantern.
It opened up.
Yeah.
It got wider, so you weren't like crouching or anything. You could walk with ease.
I mean, being a little bit shorter, I was already doing okay,
that's
but
true.
Benjynx wasn't. But that's
No.
fine by me.
No, of course it was.
Yeah. We got out of this tunnel, and it opened up into larger rooms, where we found some kobolds, and these are reptilian-like creatures.
Not the me keep candle kobolds.
Yeah.
Take candle.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, take candle.
Get your references right.
Yeah.
You know how long it's been since I ran into a kobold in WoW?
Don't care.
Yeah. You were like, what, level 2 in fucking Goldshire?
Yeah.
Um.
When I chose the wrong side.
Yeah. So our adventure in this tunnel was essentially us just going around slaughtering these creatures from room to room until we got to the final room.
It's like a nest.
Yeah.
Yep.
A nest of kobolds.
It's like the alien nest from Aliens, sort of, but kobolds instead of cool aliens.
Yeah, much like lamer than aliens. It should have been a nest of aliens.
Yeah, just xenomorphs.
You know what? This should have been Sasquatch in the woods and aliens in the basements. That's what this map should have been.
Oh my god.
And then it wouldn't have been the lamest map.
So to solve this issue of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kobolds starting to chase us,
There wasn't that many. There was like 30 of them.
This is the
So
30
many.
against
There's
2.
yeah, it's 30 against 2. You guys were kind of fucked.
we ran. That's what we did to solve this problem. We ran. We tried to block off their path with a boulder, I believe.
Yeah.
That
didn't go over so well.
Nope. So
It stalled them
yeah,
while
it
you guys
stalled.
thought of
Yeah.
what to do.
And then
you got the brightest idea ever.
You know what? You didn't even tell him either what you were doing.
You just left me there to defend myself. Essentially, we had gotten back to the tunnel entrance, and me being a stout dwarf with a shield, I just crouched there blocking the tunnel entrance with my body and my shield to prevent them from, bursting through and into town and destroying the place.
And where'd you go?
Oh, me? After I told my little dwarven friend, I'll be back. Hold on right here and don't die.
So he left me alone to defend myself against 30 kobolds.
It was fine. You lived. So stop complaining.
I hate you.
I know you do. But, so what do I go? I think, what would be a great idea? So then I remember back to what I did to the Iron Foothills.
Yes.
And I decide explosions are a great thing. So, what is the most explosive content
Flammable,
in D&D? Well, flammable that could possibly explode in D&D. The closest thing was alcohol. So, now, I go to the bar and I go, I need a barrel. This gnome is trying to say, okay, give me this much gold, and go, no, I need a barrel to save your town.
Yeah, the gnome barkeep was basically like, what the fuck, you're not taking a barrel.
And then I got a guard to help me out, and he told me take a barrel.
The gnome hopping behind and screaming at you the whole way.
I still owe that gnome. I don't know how much gold
He claims you owe him, yes.
he claims, but really, he wouldn't have a house. It weren't for me. But what do I do in my shining suit of dry blood-covered armor from the amount of times I did not wash it? Oh god, it was disgusting. But I have some matches, and I tell the little Therodin over here to just run as I just light it and roll it towards them.
Making some powder kegs out of these.
Pretty much.
Alcohol barrels.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So,
I don't know the science behind it, but it worked.
You rolled well enough.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yep.
That's the science behind it.
Yep.
so,
God favored me that day.
So run we did. Push them back as well as I could, and we just booked it out of there with the ground caving in behind us.
Needless to say, there's a nice lake there now.
Yes, I think it took out a row of houses,
Yeah.
but the kobold problem was solved.
Yeah. They didn't have a problem with it. No one was living in those houses yet.
Yep.
Yeah, they were vacant.
I mean, the houses that stayed now had like waterfront properties, market value through the roof.
I mean, I did them a favor.
Really, yeah.
So I did 2 in 1. I got rid of their problem, and I made their real estate #blessed. All right.
You make me want to throw up.
What? You ain't saying that was lit, fam?
No.
Stop.
Come on, aren't you enjoying my hot millennia
Stop.
talk?
Stop.
So
yeah.
that was the 3 tasks that they were given. They weren't given 12 like Hercules because they're not that strong.
Not
And
yet.
they were rewarded by the lord of the town and given keys to the city, but not actually.
The highest of honors.
The highest of honors.
Free bread.
A hand job.
Gentle handy, by the way.
Just kidding.
He doesn't have a dick. He doesn't get one.
That's
Not
true.
yet. Gotta get that installed.
So
Purple
that's
dildo, I'm thinking.
that was the story of
That pink one.
Pink one.
God damn it. That was the story of forming Alcrest. Very short, good map. We had fun.
Yeah. We had some
Definitely.
laughs.
It
We
was a
had
good
some
time.
goddamn you, James. We had some more goddamn you, James.
You know, there's at least one goddamn you, James, in every map.
Every map. At least every map you play.
Yeah.
Or DM.
Yeah,
You know what? Even some you're not a part of.
yeah. We
Yeah.
still goddamn you, James.
Still some.
What? Am I that legendary?
Yeah.
Is there like some decisions I make?
I
that-
would say infamous.
Damn. Is there like some decisions I made where it's like it affects like 2 towns over?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Definitely.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
James is the real villain of our D&D universe.
I mean, probably. I did have Satan inside me at that point.
I guess that's true.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for listening to us ramble on about our D&D adventures. We hope you enjoyed this, and if you like it, check out some of the other ones.
Yeah.
They're all pretty good.
It may give you some back context to half the shit we were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya!